Yo, watching the Screaming Fish here, people, and once again, I am back with another movie review, and, well, it's April. I did two MCU movie reviews last month, and I'm back again to do two more, starting with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. So, after the cataclysmic events in New York with his fellow Avengers, Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, played by Chris Evans, obviously, lives in the nation's capital as he tries to adjust to modern times. An attack on a Shield colleague throws Rogers into a web of intrigue that places the whole world at risk. Joining forces with Black Widow, played by Scarlett Johansson, and a new ally, the Falcon, Rogers struggles to expose an ever-widening conspiracy, but he and his team soon come up against an unexpected enemy. So, the good. There's a lot of it. Chris Evans is still, in my opinion, the perfect on-screen version of Captain America. To this day, I still cannot imagine anyone else in the role. We've also got Scarlett Johansson returning as Black Widow in this film, and I would pretty much have to say everything I just said about Captain America just to describe how much I love her in this movie. We've also got the introduction of Agent 13, who just so happens to be the descendant of Peggy Carter, who isn't given much screen time in the film, but I think that she will be a potentially brilliant character in Civil War when we get to know her a little more. We also have Nick Fury appearing as well as Anthony Mackie as the Falcon, who is one of my favorite MCU characters so far, and Frank Grillo, who plays the potential Crossbones character, who will also be in Civil War. So the Russo's decision to take the spy thriller route with this film was an excellent decision. As I feel that this is the kind of genre that actually feels like something Captain America would work in, and unsurprisingly, it does work perfectly. In fact, it also fits the story perfectly as once Nick Fury is shot and almost killed by the Winter Soldier, Cap's latest enemy is being ruthlessly hunted down by S.H.I.E.L.D. because they think he is somewhat responsible and trying to bring him in. Not to mention a surprise twist that Hydra were the ones that formed S.H.I.E.L.D. and have been literally inside S.H.I.E.L.D. for years and years, and no one even knew about it. Is one of the most unexpected and surprising twists I've seen in a movie in quite some time. And that's what a good twist should be. Surprising and unexpected. This film nails that perfectly. I'm not going to lie here, the twist that the Winter Soldier is in fact Bucky Barnes, who supposedly died in the last film, isn't that surprising. But if you've read the comics, but I got over it because by the time I had seen this movie, I hadn't read the comics at the time, and it was pretty sudden and unexpected, and so I could get over it. And bearing in mind, and I think that the costume design for Captain America, I'm not gonna lie, the costume design for Captain America and the Winter Soldier in particular looks perfect. I do think the Winter Soldier looks more comic book accurate, but either way, both suits look fantastic, and I love Falcon's wings, which look fantastic, by the way. It's some of the best flying animation I've seen in a film. In fact, the entire film has brilliant CGI, and in it there was not one scene where I thought the CGI looks poop, basically. And as for the action sequence, well, they're very entertaining. The action in this film is some of the best I've seen in a comic book film. And yes, this is a fantastic action movie, just as well as it is a fantastic comic book movie. The thrilling fistfights are arguably the second best I've seen in any movie, and not to mention, I can't get enough of seeing Captain America super speeding towards hovering jets or throwing his shield at bad guys. Not to mention Falcon flying about in his metallic wings is also very cool to watch. And to finish off, I'll also say that the Winter Soldier is in my opinion, the best villain we've had in the MCU so far. I think this because, one, he's brainwashed. He barely remembers his past, so he'll kill anyone if told to. Even Captain America, who is his best friend in the past. Not to mention, I think he is the only properly developed villain in the MCU, besides Loki, who is also just as well developed. Not to mention how Captain America is constantly trying to remind his former friend who he actually is and trying to reach out to him, despite the fact that it might be too late, which makes this part of the film ultimately the most emotional part of the film. And there are some pretty cool references to upcoming films, like Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is name dropped in this film, which is really, really cool because I'm itching to see Doctor Strange in a future film, in his film when it comes out. And yeah, so the only issue I have is that we still don't really have that emotional connection between each and every one of the characters, which is something we've been lacking in all the other films, including future films that may come out after this, including but other than that, I think this is my personal favorite in the MCU, basically. Other than that problem, there's nothing to dislike about Captain America Civil War. This is my favorite film in the MCU by far, and without a doubt, it gets a 10 out of 10 from me. So, guys, thank you for watching my Captain America The Winter Soldier review. Do hope you enjoyed it, and what do you think of Captain America with the Winter Soldier? Do you think it's the best Captain America movie, or the best movie in the MCU, or do you think it's still the Avengers? Well, I kind of want to know what you guys think on this one. So, yeah. Do hope you enjoyed it, and I will, indeed, see you guys in the next one. And please don't forget to subscribe or leave a thumbs up if you can. Goodbye.